Hey, it's Kendall, and this is 90 Church. Before we begin, if you haven't done so already, please follow us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can catch the next episode. So we are in a new series called God Is. It's based on Psalm 103, which is one of the most powerful, beautiful passages in all of Scripture. Let me read the first 5 verses for you. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and do not forget all His benefits, who forgives all your iniquity, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from the pit, who crowns you with steadfast love and mercy, who satisfies you with good as long as you live, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. Now there is so much we could talk about there, but I want to focus on just the last verse, verse 5. It says, He satisfies you with good as long as you live, so that your youth is renewed like the eagle. So here's a spiritual truth. When we soak in the goodness of God, when we soak in God's goodness toward us in the past and in the present, something happens inside our souls. We are renewed. You see, God is continually pouring out His goodness into and over our lives. We just don't tend to stop and notice. Because truthfully, our default, at least my default, is to keep track of what goes wrong, right? To remember the disasters, the betrayals, the disappointments, the unmet expectations, of which there are plenty in this good old life. Which is why David, the poet, writes in verse 2, do not forget all God's benefits. In other words, spend time remembering the goodness of God in your life. Take stock of what you have, what God has given you, instead of what you don't have. And here's the thing, as you do that, as you practice and rehearse God's goodness in your life, something amazing happens to your soul. David tells us, he says, your youth is renewed. Now, unfortunately, that does not mean the aging process reverses, I wish, right? But it does mean that when we focus on God's goodness in our lives, regardless of whatever happens to be hitting the fan at that particular moment, when we rehearse God's goodness, our souls are refreshed. Our souls are made young and satisfied and whole. So, how has God been good to you lately? Take a moment. Let it soak in and deep, and you will be refreshed. We'll talk to you soon.